Before we begin, a few important words. This recording is intended for relaxation, personal development, and general well-being. It is not therapy, it is not medical treatment, and it is not a substitute for professional care from a licensed healthcare provider. No specific results are promised or guaranteed. Every person's experience is unique, and what you take from this session is entirely your own. If you are dealing with a medical condition, a mental health concern, or are currently receiving treatment of any kind, please continue to work with your healthcare provider. This recording is meant to complement your well-being, never to replace professional guidance. Hypnosis recordings, while effective for many people, are not a replacement for working one-on-one with a trained and highly skilled clinical hypnotherapist. If you are dealing with a specific issue and would like personalized help, I invite you to visit phobiafree.life and schedule a free consultation with a certified clinical hypnotherapist. Before we begin, this recording contains hypnosis. Please do not listen to this while driving, operating machinery, or doing anything that requires your full attention. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you can simply relax, undisturbed, for the duration of this session. If at any time you need to be fully alert, you can simply open your eyes, take a deep breath, and return to full waking awareness immediately. Find yourself in a comfortable position now. And you don't need to do anything in particular, just allow your body to settle the way it naturally wants to when given permission to simply be still. You might notice the weight of your body against whatever is supporting you right now. And isn't it interesting how you never really noticed that support before, and yet it was always there? Your eyes can remain open, or they may find their own way to close, and some people find their eyes closing almost before they expect them to, and that's perfectly fine, because your unconscious mind always knows exactly what it needs. With each breath you take, you don't even have to try to relax, because relaxation isn't something you do, it's something you allow, and your body already knows how. Perhaps you notice a gentle heaviness beginning in your shoulders, or maybe it starts somewhere else entirely. It doesn't matter where it begins, only that it spreads slowly, naturally, the way warmth spreads through your hands on a cold day, without any effort at all. And as that comfortable feeling continues to deepen, your mind may begin to drift a little, the way it does in those moments just before sleep, when thoughts become softer, less urgent, more like clouds passing than anything requiring your attention. You don't need to follow every word I say. In fact, your unconscious mind is already doing exactly what it needs to do, and your conscious mind is welcome to rest. With every breath out, just a little more comfortable, a little more settled, a little more yours. And when you're ready, we can go somewhere quite wonderful together. Your mind is extraordinary. I want you to know that. The fact that it moves as fast as it does, the fact that it can hold multiple threads at once, anticipate problems, generate solutions, connect dots that other minds would miss, that's not a flaw. That's a gift. The problem isn't that your mind is active. The problem is that it doesn't have an off switch, or more accurately, it has one. You've just lost track of where it is. And that's what we're going to find tonight. Not a way to slow down your mind permanently, you wouldn't want that, but a way to choose when it runs and when it rests. A gear shift, because right now your mind is stuck in fifth gear all the time, even when you're parked. And an engine that's running at full speed while the car is standing still doesn't go anywhere. It just burns fuel and makes noise. So let's find a lower gear. Think of a time when your mind was quiet, not empty, quiet. There's a difference. Empty sounds scary to an active mind. Quiet just means the volume is down. The thoughts are there, but they're not demanding anything. They're just drifting, like clouds in a sky that you're watching without needing to name each one. Maybe it was while you were doing something with your hands, cooking, gardening, painting, building, something that occupied your body enough that your mind finally stopped spinning. Or maybe it was in nature, somewhere where the scale of what you were seeing gave your mind something so large to hold that all the small thoughts just fell away. Or maybe it was a rare, perfect moment of just sitting and being, and not needing to be anywhere else or think about anything else. Find that feeling. The feeling of a mind at rest, whatever your word is for it, and let it come back. And here's what's interesting. As you find that feeling, your mind might try to interrupt. It might say, wait, I have things to think about. I have a list. I have problems. And that's fine. Let it say those things. You don't need to argue with it. Just notice it saying them. And then gently return to the feeling. The way you'd gently return a puppy to its bed. It keeps getting up. You keep putting it back. Not with frustration, with patience. Eventually, the puppy stays. And notice what happens in your body when your mind begins to slow down. There's a physical release that happens. Muscles you didn't even know were tense begin to soften. Your face changes. Your breathing changes. It's as if your entire body has been clenching in response to the mental noise. And now that the noise is quieting, your body is finally unclenching. Let that feeling spread now. Let the quiet expand, not by pushing thoughts away, just by giving the quiet more space, more room, more permission to exist. Good. Have you ever seen a snow globe? When you shake it, everything is chaos. Flakes flying everywhere and swirling. You can barely see through it. And if you try to calm it down by shaking it differently, by controlling the flakes, you just make it worse. More chaos, more confusion. But if you set it down and do nothing, something remarkable happens. The flakes begin to settle, not because anyone told them to, not because of any technique, but because settling is what things naturally do when you stop disturbing them. And one by one, slowly, gently, each flake finds its way to the bottom, and the water becomes clear, and you can see again. Your mind works exactly the same way. Every thought is a flake, and trying to control your thoughts, trying to think your way to a quiet mind, is just shaking the globe harder. The way to clarity is to set the globe down, to stop engaging, to let the flakes settle on their own, and they will. They always do, if you let them. And that's what's happening right now. You've set the globe down, and one by one, the thoughts are settling. not disappearing, settling, finding their place at the bottom where they can rest until you actually need them. And the water, your awareness, is becoming clearer, calmer, more transparent. You can see through it now, all the way to the bottom, and everything is still. And that feeling, amplify it now. Double the stillness, double the clarity. Let your mind become like a perfectly still lake. No wind, no ripples, no disturbance, just smooth, clear, reflective surface. And below the surface, depth. A profound, restful depth that has always been there underneath all the activity. And you might try to start the thoughts up again. You might try to shake the globe. Go ahead, try. And notice how your body resists, how the stillness doesn't want to be disturbed, how the clarity doesn't want to be clouded, because your mind has tasted quiet, and it likes it here. It's tired of running. It's been waiting for permission to stop. And now that it has that permission, the harder you try to start it up again, the more firmly it says, "No, I'm resting now." And here's something important to understand. A calm mind is not a less effective mind. It's a more effective mind. Think about the difference between a flashlight waving randomly around a dark room and a flashlight held perfectly still, pointed at exactly what you need to see. Same light, same power, but one illuminates everything and nothing. The other illuminates exactly what matters. That's what a calm mind can do. Not less thinking, better thinking. Focused thinking. Thinking that serves you instead of exhausting you. Now, imagine tomorrow. You wake up and you have things to do, problems to solve, decisions to make, but something is different. Instead of your mind immediately launching into fifth gear, racing through every possibility and every worry all at once, it starts in first gear. Quiet, focused, taking one thing at a time, and you realize, I'm getting more done, not less, more, because the focused mind covers more useful ground in an hour than the racing mind covers in a day. And throughout the day, whenever you feel the thoughts starting to speed up again, you remember the snow globe, and you don't fight the thoughts. You just set it down and wait, and the flakes settle, and the clarity returns. Quickly now, because your mind is learning a new habit, the habit of settling, the habit of choosing calm. And now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. You can choose. Open your eyes, feeling clear and focused and calm, your mind in first gear, ready to engage purposefully, or drift into a deep, quiet sleep, the snow globe settled, every flake at rest. Whatever you choose is exactly right. 1. Awareness shifting. The calm remains, the clarity remains. 2. Whether coming up or going deeper, the snow globe stays settled. 3. Your mind knows what it needs. Trust it. 4. Almost there, clear, calm, focused, free. 5. Eyes opening, sharp and clear and calm, or eyes staying closed, deeply quiet, deeply still, drifting down. Whichever you chose, The globe is settled, and the water is clear.